I just woke up. You won't believe me, but today I have like three sessions, and one is a run, second one is a strength work, and the last one is a swim workout. And it's not like I had like a rest day yesterday. From the last 4 days, which is the start of the week, I've trained every single day, and the fatigue is building up, and I'm trying to stay as calm as possible. Tomorrow, obviously, the weekend arrives, and the weekends are usually a lot more harder, a lot more crazier. But I just want to get through today and 3 sessions. So come along with me as I get up for 3 sessions, and let's just get started with the road to Ironman Hamburg. Okay, so I'm going to start my day with the Elite Beat. This is how it looks. I use this especially on days when I have like a lot of training, and this gives me that little boost that I need. Also, I don't typically brush before I take this. That's because brushing your teeth actually destroys oral bacteria, which is very significant for the production of nitric oxide. So yeah, basically, I haven't brushed my teeth. Let me have this. It's not the most tastiest thing in the planet, but it's something you've got to have. When I first tried this, my friend had fooled me saying it's chocolate water. And then after I drank it, he said, don't expect beetroot, concentrated beetroot to be yummy. Whatever. But yeah, it's good for the blood. It's funny, you can see me in like 2 places. So the next up is multi-grain bread that I have. I'm not a bread person. My mama always said you have bread when you're sick. But again, if it's like a long day, I typically try to have something before I start my workouts. Usually it's just a banana, but yeah, I just want to stay fueled. I've been training every single day, so recovery is like a big part. And if I don't recover today, then the weekend's going to take a hit. Something's on me. The beat. All right, so 2 slices along with a little bit of honey. I do not trust honey that's available in the stores. This honey is something that I've got all the way from Hamburg, and if you taste this, you'll know or understand why the products that are available in the stores are so adulterated. Taste this and you'll even be able to recognize which flower the bees have drawn nectar from. They're so good. Okay, so setting up for the run, I have my water bottle and the Elite Hydration Mix that I use. So it typically has about 1000 mg of sodium. That's in 2 scoops. So me being a moderate sweater, this is actually a very perfect dosage. 2 scoops. But I'm like training just for 35 minutes on the run. So that'll be like half the water, half the hydration. So that's 1 scoop. Since it's less than 1 hour, I'm not gonna have any gels or carbs as such. just getting the easy run or like the 35-minute run in. That's about it. Okay, the last bit, we forgot coffee. So I usually have 1 cup of coffee every morning, and this also is from an estate in Hamburg. So I get the coffee powder straight from there. I'm not buying anything off Blinkit. So getting this done, I have this really nice French press that I think I showed in one of my previous videos. French press and coffee powder, and yeah, can't wait to have it. It's going to take a couple of minutes, about 5 to 8 minutes. I'll set it all up and get ready by then. Okay, all set. I just need to have my coffee and then head. Oh, I forgot to do my hair. By the way, I received this a couple of days ago. It's the Ironman Goa Race 3 Badge of Honor. So it's basically awarded to me because I finished racing at Ironman Goa 3 times. So this is really cool. They also gave me a small medallion. I'll show that to you. But isn't this so cool? Just kept it in my mini forest for now. It's there. I'll show you. Okay, here it is. 3, 2, 1. I feel like I'm part of the military. It's so cool. Yes. You know, the best part of French press is just getting to press this. I love this feeling. And then the coffee that kind of comes out of this. It's the best. Isn't this the best? Yeah. Coffee time, black coffee it is. I don't mix anything or add anything. Cheers. I've got like an unreal view. Look at the gardens. Yes. So, drinking coffee in front of the beautiful gardens is the best thing in the world. That's my mini forest. This is a plant. Snake plant. It's the money plant. Let's hope we have a lot of prosperity and wealth. This is the elephant, the baby elephant, and the butterfly. This is a plastic plant, but it is for the aesthetics. Beautiful, right? So here we are on a Friday. Friday is supposed to be my rest day, and I have 3 sessions. Lucky for me, it's 3 small sessions. So I'm just getting them knocked off. The race is going to be crazy now that I have my visa, and today I'm booking my flight tickets as well. So I know it's getting real, and I have to kind of do the 4K swim, the 180K bike, and a full marathon after that. So the best part about sport is the kind of structure, the kind of depth it has been bringing to my life. And the kind of energy levels, like when my cardiovascular fitness is quite high, I just feel a lot more energetic, and that feels fantastic. But that said, doing an Ironman is a whole different ball game. It being quite on the performance side, it gets really tough, especially when you get closer to the race. So it's not like just building your endurance and strength, but it's also performing. So that's kind of where things change. There's a lot
You're
of
taking me
that
back. You're taking me back.
Managing that, recovering.
When the world was small and everything.
It's not easy at all. But what is the point of doing something easy anyways? Everyone does the easy stuff. So we kind of try something that is different. These are my easy running shoes. They're the A6 Dynablast. So I'm done with my run workout, and now it's time for
Was ours, you're taking me back.
exercises.
You're taking me back.
And I try to wrap it up in like 45 minutes. So let's see how this goes.
Trips, late night drive to our favorite hits, burning through a mixed CD we made. Just a couple kids, nowhere to be, taking time for making memories.
Okay, so we're done with the second session, and the next up is a swim session, which I'll do in the afternoon or evening. And I'm so hungry right now. Need to get back. And I'm done with 2 sessions. They were 2 obviously slightly easy sessions, so I got them done pretty quickly. But I could not finish the strength session in 40 minutes. It took me 55 minutes. No worries. And there was like a lot of fun that was happening in the gym. So much testosterone in the gym. So, well. How the workouts felt, if you ask me, I think I died on the Bulgarian squats. I can't believe, because I was lifting close to 100 kilos in the last, or in my strength block, and now to just do body weight Bulgarian split squats, I could see everything. I could see the pounds. But yeah, I think it's all because of the fatigue that's been building up, and it's just 10 weeks to the race. So there's so much volume that I have to be doing. I'm just grateful that I'm able to do the hard work. But yeah, I wish I could do the Bulgarian squats, body weight over these without suffering so much. But I got them done. I think that was the best part. And the other workouts, I think they're all the fun stuff, the proper jump, the walking, all that. Not really heavy, it's light, but it's kind of good enough to keep the movement of the strength training up and running. So yeah, pretty good. 2 sessions in. The third one will be the swim session, trying to get done in the evening. So yeah, can't wait for it. But before that, it's time for breakfast. I think it's right here. Yes. Okay, sorry, here. Yeah. I eat literally the same breakfast every day. It's almost the same. Unless I need a little more protein or something to add on to recovery, then I add up the recovery mix. But otherwise, it's literally the same breakfast, and it works for me, keeps my decision making low, especially in the morning. I don't have to pick, okay, what do I eat for breakfast? So yeah, let's get this in. You know, so many people think that the hardest part of doing or completing an Ironman is the race itself. They're like, you know, what's the distance? Oh my God, what's your time like? And that is actually not the hardest part. The hardest part is the training phase, especially the 3 to 4 months leading up to the race. The training volume is so high, there's so much fatigue. Every day you wake up and you have to train irrespective of how you're feeling. And during those moments, it's not just training, right? In training session or training session days, you have life around you. Basically, there's work, there's family, and all of these things. And small issues in all of those areas can just put you off. And plus, your immunity is like really low. It's just very easy for you to get injured as well because of the kind of volumes you're doing. And it is so important for you not to get lost in the waves of doing this, or you know, the good days, the bad days. Things keep going right and wrong, and if you get carried away and if you feel good and bad, and if you take that too seriously, it's just so hard to stay focused on the path itself. So that's where, for me, to just keep on going every single day to make sure I do everything possible to get to the finish line is the hardest. Most people, especially in India, who try to attempt an Ironman, why are they mostly about 35 or 40? And that is true. Even India's current fastest female Ironman, she's a 45-year-old. India's current fastest 70.3 finisher female, she's also 40 plus. A lot of them have the ability, the resources, and a lot more stability, maturity to kind of take up a sport like this only after 35, because in your 20s you're constantly trying to figure your life, figure your choices, you figure probably your relationships, you're figuring money out, and money is very, very critical when you're trying to pursue an Ironman, because the registration to Ironman Hamburg itself is 80,000 rupees. To afford that, plus flight tickets, plus your bike transfers, your stay, food, everything, it gets really, really expensive. And if you afford that while you're also paying your bills, you're living your life, it can get really tricky. So firstly, having the right amount of money, energy, time, and the kind of commitment, dedication, maturity to be able to do something so long, right? It's pursuit itself. So that's why I think a lot of people who are slightly younger who have kind of stabilized in their lives and reached a certain level where they are able to take up training. But it's not completely true, because now there are a lot of kids, 20, 30, 30,
there in case something goes really bad. I can, worst case, go back to my family home and then just live with them. It's not happened, but that kind of cushioning or safety net really kind of helps you, because otherwise I think just doing my job and, you know, keeping up with my life and my bills and everything itself could be like a endeavor in itself. So I'm just so grateful to be able to do this, and it's not easy, but that said, there are a lot of people changing this, right? I'm all set and ready for my swim session. It's almost 4 p.m. and I have a 3-kilometer swim. It's the first swim where I'm working on my thresholds. So it's going to be exciting, but that said, I am quite tired. I think you can get to know that in my voice itself. I tried to take a small nap, like a 30-40 minute nap, but I could not get a quality sleep. I just closed my eyes and woke up after some time. And the pool is right outside for me, so that's a big positive. The negative is that I train alone, so I have to push myself, and there's no coach or squad or something that can really get me motivated. But yeah, we gotta do these things. It's 10 weeks away from Ironman Hamburg, and I want to do everything I can. This is the only thing that I've been saying from the very first episode. So yeah, 4 o'clock, finish the swim, and that'll be the wrap of 3 sessions. This is the first day where I've got 3 sessions, though these are 3 small sessions, but yeah, they all add up. I'm just having some dates before we head. I love having dates before a swim session. Give me a little boost. Off we go. And that's a wrap to this episode of Road to Ironman Hamburg series. I do not have the energy to stand up and do something awesome and then say thank you and that I'm grateful to all of you, but I am. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we will be back for the next episode next Friday at 6 p.m. Bye-bye.
Bro, I have so much pain. So what?
Where's the motivation with? Started with
Yesterday-
so much.
Yesterday, everyone got away yesterday. Oh
In
shit.
the night or in the day?
Ah.